it is a story time from something that literally just happened. Okay, and if I start crying, it's because I'm just so aggravated at the entire situation, because I've already cried a couple times because of it. Okay, so I had this planned all week because this is my first day off. It's Friday, November 3rd. It is my first day off since last Saturday. And I had to go to the tax office to pay property tax on my car because I lost the paper and couldn't pay it online. So I have to pay it in person now because I'm a piece of shit and lost a piece of paper. So I've been waiting all week to do this, and this has been my plan. And I left a little bit later than I had intended to. And I put my GPS up, you know, whatever, you know, yeah, normal. I had it on avoid highways because highways give me, or like interstates and highways, mostly interstates, give me anxiety. More anxiety than I could handle, more anxiety than I was wanting to handle for the day. So I had it on avoid highways, which is what it's usually on every single app, unless I'm just really feeling like I can deal with it, because I just can't stand interstates. I would rather go up a mountain, a windy mountain road with no railings, which is what I did, than go up an interstate. Okay, first of all, it took me a weird way. It didn't take me the way it took me back down, which would be going up a different highway, but like it's a highway, but it's not an interstate. I'm afraid of interstates, not highways. And so instead of going up 77, it took me, or it didn't take me. That's usually the way I go to get to where I'm trying to get to. And it didn't take me that way, and I was confused at first, because let me give you some backstory. I was sitting at work, and, you know, because I live real fucking close to work, and I just go and get me something to drink, whatever, and, I was sitting there, and my phone was telling me I had, like, it was, like, not wanting to load, not wanting to do anything, and I'm like, I have 4 fucking bars right now, this is bullshit. And, you know what, I've chalked it up to the fact that I updated my phone, and the update has caused, like, apps to crash, it's caused shit to freeze, so when I actually got to where I was going, I turned my phone off and turned it back on, and, you know, I started getting notifications everywhere, and the internet was working properly, you know, whatever the fuck, because it was just acting like I didn't have any fucking service when I did. And so it took me up the mountain, which is usually the way I go to get to a different city, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I've never been this way to get, you know, to there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Halfway through the ride, I've got probably 11 miles left or whatever. It's like, hey, it freezes. My app freezes or whatever, and, you know, my GPS freezes, and I don't notice for 6 fucking miles because I'm trying not to look at my phone while I'm driving, and I just happen, you know, because I'm just waiting for it to tell me, turn in like 100 feet or like 0.2 miles or whatever the fuck, and it didn't. I was like, okay, what the fuck? It should. And I'm like, I feel like this has been too long, but whatever. And I just keep on fucking trucking. And I try to look at whatever the speed limit is, because this app tells me. In half a mile, turn right. I don't know if that recorded, because it just told me to turn right in half a mile. Because I still have it up. It froze, and I didn't notice. And I was looking over to see what the speed limit was, and it was telling me I was going 35, when my car was telling me I was going 45. And I was like, this isn't fucking right. Something's up. And I noticed that it's frozen. And I'm like, I don't know how long it's fucking been frozen, so I try to find the quickest place I can to stop and get this shit situated again. And in 0.1 miles, turn right. So I'm waiting. So I go there, and it's like, oh yeah, now you got 17 miles to go. And I was like, what? I was like, maybe I'll still make it, because I was pretty sure that the turn right. I was pretty sure that the place closed at 5. So I was like, maybe I'll be okay. I don't want to give up yet. You know, I've been driving for a long time. You know, I've already went like 10 miles or so, 16 miles basically. Turn right. And so I was like, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just me, you know, whatever. And so in 0.1 miles, turn right. I started to follow it, because I got lost, and then I almost got lost again, because it was telling me to go straight, and there was no fucking straight to go to. Turn right. Because it acted like I had already turned, and I hadn't. I was at the edge of the road, and I got confused or whatever the fuck. So I was just like, this isn't right. you know, whatever. So I have gotten lost.
Yeah, looks like you reached where you
at
want
this point
to go.
twice.
If you need any more directions, I set it for you. Stop, soy.
I'm real concerned at this point because I'm real concerned at this point because I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna freaking make it. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I see cows everywhere. I'm supposed to be going to a city, and it's telling me I've only got 2 miles to go, and I'm still on like a shitty paved road with cows surrounding me. I mean, it wasn't wrong this time, but I got up there and I parked, because I'll put in a screenshot or whatever. I parked at that place at 4:34, and I thought, you know, like most government, everything would close at 5. So I was like, great, I'm in on time. I start seeing people walk out or whatever, because apparently half of this place closes at 4:30, and the part that I needed, the tax office, closed at 4:30, and I missed it by 4 minutes because I got lost. And I started crying and getting really upset because I like wasted all this gas to go up there, and you know, I essentially did not accomplish any of the shit that I was supposed to get done today or anything, and it was just a situation I really didn't think I was gonna have to go through today. But yeah, so after I come back out and I'm crying, and I call my mom and I tell her that, you know, on Monday, because we're going back up towards that area, that I have to go to the tax office because they close at 4:30 and I thought they closed at 5 and I got lost. It's just not a good situation all day, basically. I'm gonna go home and try to play Elder Scrolls Online. But yeah, so, and then when it takes me back home, it takes me the way that I'm used to it taking me. I'm used to it taking me up that highway I was talking about and not up the mountain, and that's the way it took me home. So I was like, and when I was sitting here at my work, and it was like, address not available. I was like, why? I'm at work. You have this set as my work location and you have an address for it. So apparently it didn't know exactly where I was when it sent me up the mountain. So yeah, this has been my pretty shitty day, to be honest, because, you know, I'm all hormonal. I'm 18 weeks pregnant today, and I planned this all week, and I have Asperger's, and when my plans don't, you know, come to fruition or whatever, I get real anxious, I get real upset. So just hormones and Asperger's are making this day just real not good for me. And yeah, I did need to get my ass in gear and get up there, but I would have made it had my phone not fucked up. And I reset my phone and my internet started working properly. So I was like, I'm just gonna blame it on the fact that I have a iPhone 6s and I updated it with the newest update, and it's wanting to crash, and it's wanting to fucking apparently freeze my GPS, which is really fucking shitty, because, you know, I'm still paying on this 6s. I'm not, you know, I'm still paying on this 6s. I can't just, and I'm not going to upgrade it yet, because I don't want to upgrade it, because I don't want to have to turn this one in to upgrade it, because I have a lot of shit on this phone that I don't want to have to transfer over and shit, because I'm not the type of person who gets a new phone and gets rid of the old phone. I'm real hoardery. So, I don't know. It's just, it's been a day, and I got up there and I was starving, so I got some vending machine snacks and a vending machine drink. I still had some drink, but I thought I was gonna run out because I'm like very close to the bottom. And yeah, so that's essentially been my story time day. Yes, the seatbelt does always choke me out. In all fairness, it was a beautiful autumn day. It felt great outside and the trees looked beautiful. It's just, I wasted a lot of freaking gas going up there because I started out at like 40 something miles on my MPH to keep up with how, like, when I need to get gas or whatever, and it now says 94. So I just wasted 50 some miles of gas. So that's great. I'm not real pleased about it, which, honest to God, I think I get 30 miles to the gallon, so that's like a gallon and a half of gas. So it's not that bad because I have a compact car, so I get pretty good mileage, but it's just really stressful. I'm surprised I didn't cry, honestly. I'm fucking surprised.